Ano ba to? Parang quiz bukas? O ano lang? Quiz?
May quiz bukas eh. Diba? Lagi naman siyang may drill every week. So, synchronous daw eh. So, para, alam na natin. Oh, okay, let's start. So guys, mind you lang na hindi ako instructor dito. So maaring may times na mali ako or pwede rin namang tama. So be mindful na rin and don't hesitate to correct me if I'm wrong. So okay, let's start. Okay. So yung materials of course na ginamit ko is kay Sir to. So pwede nyo i-open sa inyo. Okay? Okay. Statistical refresher. Okay. When we say statistics, as we all know, this is a method of pursuing the truth because we are dealing with data. Okay, statistics, this is another branch of mathematics, of course, that deals heavily with numbers. Deals heavily with numbers obtained from the sample or the set of data that is used to represent or to generalize or to represent the larger population that we are interested to study. Okay, the study of statistics is a way of reasoning in dealing with information. Of course, hindi naman porket statistics usually numerical. Of course, heavily lang, but not entirely. So, we also rely on non-numerical values to understand a word or a data. Okay, statistics, kapag nakita nyo na that it focuses on the organization, collection, analysis, and interpretation of a set of numbers that is statistic. Of course, statistics naman, we all know na ang lagi nating kinukuhang data is only a sample of population. And this data that we obtained from the sample population is sufficient enough for us to know the corresponding population of interest. So, valid na yung sample para ma-generalized sa population or malaman natin yung information about our population of interest. So, basically, that is the statistics. But mind you guys, statistics is different from psychological statistics. Although Sir did not include that, but i-include ko na rin. Wait lang, baka naka-off mic ako. Naka-off mic ba ako, guys? Or hindi?
Hindi po.
So, nasusundan naman? Hindi ko kayo nakikita. Okay. Okay. Before we go here, let's explain, in simplest manner what is psychological statistics. When we say psychological statistics, it focuses on numbers that are attributed, to array psychological variables. Ano nga ba yung mga example of psychological variables? We have the stress, emotional intelligence, psychological well-being, perceived discrimination, social competence, etc. So, in quantitative researches, of course, sa mga quanti ang kanilang study dyan, the goal of psychological statistics is to what? Is to generalize our results to our population of interest. So, that is basically, the psychological statistics. Now, we will tackle the true. Okay, before that, ano nga ba yung essence ng psychological statistics? First is the evidence, second is the generalizing, third is to describe, and fourth, to make inferences. Okay, now let's go to the two broad areas of statistics, which is the descriptive statistics and the inferential statistics. So, descriptive statistics, it is used to summarize and, describe a set of numbers that is obtained from our research study. So, Circuit has given an example. If he wants to describe his student, so ano nga ba yung mga information or mga data na kailangan niyang i-collect for him to be able to draw a conclusion? Or saan nga ba masiserve yung purpose na yan? So, para malaman, of course, Circuit will collect information about their gender, the age, their religious affiliation, weight, height, status, etc. Then, hindi naman tatapos ang pagko-collect ng or pag-interpret ng or pag-describe ng data sa pagko-collect lang ng information. But then, next step is to organize, to present, and to interpret that this is his, not her. He's obtained data for any purpose they may serve. So, another example is Mr. Kim wants to summarize the amount of sales in his stores for him to be able to understand the status of his business. So, para malaman niya kung afloat pa ba yung business niya o tagilid na o mababankrupt na, of course, gusto niyang malaman. So, he will then summarize the amount of sales. Pwedeng gawin niya to weekly, monthly, annually, or quarterly. But then, if I'm not mistaken, ginagawa ito daily or weekly, hindi ko alam, depende. So, first step, always organize and then analyzes the data to make a wise decision if ano nga ba yung lagay ng business niya. So, pwede siyang, or may product ba siyang kailangang alsin kasi yun yung hindi naman mabenta, or may product na kailangan dagdagan kasi yun yung mabenta, or may product na dapat i-introduce kasi yun yung mga hinahanap. So, ganun yung parang descriptive statistics. Okay? Next is the inferential statistics. When we say inferential statistics, this area of statistics is used to draw conclusions and inferences based on a set of numbers obtained from a research study. So, dito tayo nagbe-make ng sound conclusion or generalization or etc. Of course, when we are making inferences about the large group, that is called population. So, ang ina-observe natin, kalimitan, hindi population kundi a smaller group of that certain population that is deemed to be the representative of, your population of interest, and that smaller group is the sample. So, this is a good, example of, sir. Kapag diba, nagluluto tayo ng adobo, kailangan, para gusto natin malaman yung lasa, syempre, hindi tayo magluluto ng wala nang tikim-tikim. So, kapag ba nagluluto tayo ng adobo at gusto natin tikman yung adobo, hihigupin ba natin yung lahat ng sabaw ng adobo, kakain lahat ng sahog sa adobo para lang malaman yung lasa? Hindi, syempre, diba? So, a spoonful of yung sabaw ng adobo, or kung hindi kayo nagsasabaw, or kung hindi kayo nagsasabaw, yung sahog, syempre, kung kakainin nyo ba lahat yun? So, no. So, matitikman mo yung lasa ng adobo in just a spoonful. So this is a good, example of sir. And okay, second example is if we wish to make a conclusion about the academic stress of the whole BS psychology students in Cavite State University. For example, we have 5,000 sa ating program. So, syempre, hindi mo naman sasayangin ang resources at ang time mo para lang masurveyan lahat yung 5,000 students na yun. So, mind you guys that research always rely on our resources, on our budgeting, and of course, research must always be time-bound. So, nagsiset tayo ng time. So, kung 5,000 lahat yan, baka abutin ka na ng 5 buwan. Malapit na mag-defense. So, diba? So, we may opt to get a sample ng students from that population, and our population of interest is the BS psychology students because we want to measure their academic stress for this semester. So, syempre, to be able to get a sample, hindi naman basta-basta kukuha like, okay, 5,000, okay, parang mag-divide na lang tayo sa 100. So, 50? O 50 yung kukuha nating sample. So, hindi kayo ang magde-decide niyan. Later on, we will talk about what formula, yung traditional formula ang ginagamit to be able to get a sample. Okay? So, nakakasunod pa ba? So, kahit isang yes lang. So, kasi mabilis kasi ako magsalita, so baka hindi nyo. Okay, I suppose na, wait. Yes. Thank you. So, again, population, this is the entire collection of people, animal, plants, or things from which we want to collect data or we want to study. And then, sample, this is a group or a smaller group that is selected from a larger group, or this is a smaller group of subject that is the representative of the population of interest. So by studying the sample, napatunayan na to that it is deemed na makakakuha tayo ng valid sound conclusion or statistic conclusions about our population of interest. Okay, parameter. Parameter in statistics, maraming nalilito dito eh. Okay, papasimplihin na lang natin. When we say parameter, if we are talking about the parameter, the word parameter, we are talking about the whole population or the mean of population. Okay, the population mean as indicated here. Yeah. So what is the example? So, pwede natin sabihin, in the year 2021, total population of the Philippines has now around basta ang total population na meron ng Pilipinas ay 133 million Filipinos. So obviously, the parameter there is the 133 million. Kunyari, the total number of students that is enrolled in BS Psychology in Cavite State University are 5,000 students. So 5,000 students obviously is our parameter. When we say statistic, with no S yan statistic. Okay, statistic. Kung sa parameter talks about the population mean, sa statistic naman we are talking about the sample mean. Or it describes only the sample of the population. Example of that is, kunyari, a survey of 10,000 Filipinos had showed that only 5% believed that Marcos really won in the recent national election. So sa tingin nyo, ano yung statistic ton? Is it the 10,000 or is it the 5%? So let me know. Yung nga. Okay, correct. The statistic there is the 5%. Yeah. Dito, suppose we want to draw conclusion about the weight of 10,000 students in your school by examining only 200 students selected from the population. So 200 students here is our sample population. We are the sample, smaller group, and the 17 years old. So usually, or most of the 200 students now are 17 years old. So dahil we are relying on statistics, of course, the statistic is not the 200 students because that is only the sample, but the sample mean ba? Yeah, sample mean is 17 years old. Okay? Dito, after national survey, the NSO reported that the average size of a Filipino family is 6 person. So dahil may average size na tayo of a Filipino family, so the parameter or the population mean is 6 person. Okay. I want you to remember that parameter is found out only when we know about the data or about everyone in our population or in the population. So it is fixed. Hindi to naiiba. Hindi to nagpapago. So in contrast naman, is statistic that describes the same population can vary. So hindi siya fixed. Nag-iiba siya. This is because, bakit? Because we can take different samples from the same population. So, nasa sa atin kasi kung ano ba yung characteristics na gusto nating pag-aralan. So, nasa sa atin. Kaya, a statistic, it varies. Okay? So, when talking about what is more reliable, parameter or statistic, obviously, parameter is much more reliable. Pero, sabi ko nga, when a population is so large, kunyari gusto mong pag-aralan lahat ng working mom sa Cavite, so lahat ba yun papag-aralan mo? So, of course not. Kasi hindi naman lahat may resources and lagi ko sinasabi that research is time-bound. So, kailang...
Kakain ka ba muna?
Mamaya.
Bibili ako top
okay. Sorry. So, nasa tayo. So, research is time-bound. So, we need to be considerate. So, kaya, statistic is there. Because a statistic will, provide enough information to draw conclusions. So, usually sa research natin, we are getting only the statistic, not the parameter. Okay? Variable. Values dapat eh. Okay, variable, it attributes that it is an attribute that describes a person, place, thing, or idea. So the value of the variable can vary from one entity to another. So there are two types. We have the qualitative, categorical, and the quantitative or the numeric variables. So obviously, pag quantitative variables, it takes on numeric values. So ano nga ba example ng quantitative variables? We have the number of students in a class, number of schools in Cavite, age of an individual, population, size of a city, etc. While the qualitative obviously takes on names or labels. Ano nga ba example? A name of schools, gender, level of education, marital status, etc. So basically that is the qualitative and quantitative variables. Then we have the scales of measurement. And when we say measurement, this is an act of assigning numbers or symbols to characteristics of things, maybe either to people, events, etc. And when we say scale, this is a set of numbers whose property models empirical properties of the objects which the numbers are assigned. So the scales can be continuous or discrete scale. Okay. Now, scales of measurement, these are used to categorize and or quantify variables. Usually, ginagamit to sa quantitative research. So, we have the 4 scales of measurement. So, alam ko namang, alam nyo na to. Okay, first is the nominal scale of measurement. Obviously, nominal comes from the word nomos, means name. So, nominal scale, it includes values that are names or categories with no inherent numerical value. So, examples, gender preference, race, nationality, yun. Nominal, yun yung example ng nominal scale of measurement. So, ordinal scale of measurement, laging tatandaan, ordinal, the numbers only stand for a relative ranking. Or this is the rank order classification. So, examples of ordinal scale, yun nga, honor roll or academic awards, birth order, educational level, satisfaction ratings. So, if I'm not, di ko sure kung Likert scale can be counted as ordinal kasi pwede rin siya sa interval. But nevertheless, nominal, categories or names, ordinal, rank, order, or ranking. Third is the interval scale of measurement. So sa interval naman, the numbers stand for approximately equal amounts of what is being measured. So there are equal intervals between labels and it has no true zero value. Okay? Great example for this is, the temperature, basically the Fahrenheit and the Celsius. Nyari, 0 Fahrenheit. So, kapag ba 0 Fahrenheit, 0 na din yun sa Celsius? No. If I'm not mistaken, ang equal ng 0 Fahrenheit ay between negative 19 to negative 17. Well, di ko alam. Di naman ako mahilig doon. Okay. Basta interval scale, it has an approximately equal intervals and no true zero value. Sa ratio naman, katulad lang siya ng interval scale. But then, ang kaibahan nila, ratio has an absolute 0 point. So, ano nga ba example ng isang ratio scale? You have the distance, the time, the length, the height, the number of your siblings, the number of your love life, the scores, something like that. So, again, interval has an equal approximately equal amounts of what is being measured, so equal interval, and it has no 0 point, true zero value, while the ratio scale, similar with interval scale, but then it has an absolute 0 value. Okay. Then sabi tayo matapos. So, sampling technique, sampling procedure, this is the process of obtaining samples. So, para to be able for us to generalize our result to the greater population of interest, we need to have a sufficient sample. Okay? And, the traditional way of getting sample is Sloven's formula, but as of now, hindi na to ginagamit because we are using the SPSS. But then, si Sir gusto niya ng traditional way of getting, sampling or sample. So, we will opt to use this formula, which is the Sloven's formula. So, ano bang formula ng Sloven's? Number of samples is equals to the total population divided by, open and close parenthesis, 1 plus total population multiplied by the error confidence squared. Okay. Sample. Example. We want to find out the sample population of 1,000 people needed to answer your survey on their preferred movie. So, first, we need to, determine our confidence level because we need to multiply the total population to the error confidence level. So, for social sciences, of course, we, alam na natin that 95% confidence interval lagi yung value ng ating confidence level. So, ano nga ba yung confidence interval or confidence level? Ang ibig sabihin lang yon, ito yung range ng values that you are or one can be 95% confident that, the data contains the true mean of the population. So for social sciences, confidence level interval is 95%, while sa medical researches, 98%. Okay? Laging tatandaan yan. Step 2, arrange your formula and compute for the sample size. So, we have the total population of 1,000 divided by 1 plus 1,000 multiplied by 0.05. So, Mina, bakit naging 0.05? Of course, ang hinahanap natin is the margin of error or the error confidence level. Kung ito ang i-minus natin, di ang baba na ng ating sample population. So, what will we want, or ang kailangan natin gawin is to minus 100% to 95%, which is 100 minus 95% is 5%. And then gagawin yung percent, gagawin nating decimal. And then 5 divided by 100 results to 0.05. And then, so, ito, kahit hindi ito step by step, pwede itong i-ano sa calcu, i-dire-diretso. So, yun, 1,000 divided by 3.5 is 285.71. Of course, wala namang kalahating tao, so we will opt to round off this to whole number, which is 286. Okay, there is an example. So, try to calculate the sample population of 20,631 people using the 95% confidence level. So, tatawag ako. So, kailangan nyo lahat calculate kasi tatawag ako, okay?
Hinahanap ko pa yung calcu.
Okay. Okay? Wait lang. Wait. Nawala. Okay. So, yeah, I'll give you only 1 minute. Okay, tapos na ang 1 minuto. Atin ang tawagin si MJ. MJ, anong sagot? Ilang sample lang kailangan natin kunin? MJ, nasan ka na? Okay, mukhang mahina yata ang internet ni MJ. So, of course, nagduto ka ba? Sorry. So, okay, Jane, what is the answer? How many sample? Okay. Okay, sige, ano na lang. Si Mitz. Mitz, what is the answer? So, mind you guys that we are here to learn, okay? Sure ka, Mitz? 391? Are you sure with that? Sige, may example pa naman ako. So, it's... Okay. Sige. Wait lang. Asia, what is it? Wait.
392.
Okay, that is the correct answer. Ang sagot talaga is 392.39, but then number 3, yung kasunod ng 2, so hindi natin siya round off.
Ulit daw, may computation ka ba, Mina? Patingin daw ng sayo.
Computation? Wait,
Oo.
makikita nyo ba? Saglit lang Nasasakyan kasi ako eh.
Ayun, nasa baba, yung computation.
Ayan. Okay.
Ay, meron ba?
Meron yung sample.
Nasaan na ba? Ayun, 392. Ay, yeah. Nakita nyo ba?
37.37 lang sa akin eh.
Yeah.
Ayan, tama.
392, yeah, is, the population. Okay? Nagets niya na? Gets naman na lahat. Paano?
Yung 0.05 ba, yun na lagi gagamitin.
Depende kung ano yung binigay na confidence level. Okay. Isa pang example. Wait. Wait lang ha. Okay, number 1. Suppose there are 12,000 students in the Cavite State University. Find the sample of the participants you will get using the Sloven's formula with the confidence level 95%. So I'll give you again 1 minute to answer, then magtatawag ako randomly. Thank you. Ay, sorry. Okay, Jewel, what is the answer?
Di ko nakita yung tanong.
Sorry. Sige, balikan kita. So, sa iba, Dayan, what is the answer? Dayan, nandyan ka ba? Wala si Dayan, so sasambutin siya ni Robby. Robby, anong sagot?
Sumagot si
Ay,
Dayan.
sumagot na si Dayan. Sorry naman. 3,000? Mayroon pa bang may ibang gustong sumagot?
Di ba i-round up?
Teka lang.
Round up ba, round off?
Baka ako yung mali. Wait lang Wait. Baka ako yung mali. 0.05 squared. Wait lang, guys. Baka ako yung mali eh. Mahirap na. 1 plus 12,000. Times and what the f squared. Oh, tama naman ako. 3,000 is not the answer. 3,000 ba sagot nyo, guys? Oh, yep. Mits, yeah. 387 is the answer. Guys, kung nakacycle kayo, pwede nyo nang diretsuhin. Use the close and open parentheses. Okay. Pero sa iba, 387 yung answer nyo. Raise your hand na lang if your answer is 387. Okay. Guys, naiintindihan nyo Okay, wag kayong malito. This is only a Sloven's formula. Wag na wag kayo malilito, okay? So, ito. Sa mga pwedeng bakit nga ba ako saan ako nagkamali? So, sa cycle, pwede na siyang diretsohin, okay? Para hindi kayo malito. Okay, number 2 example. Suppose there are 36,789 women in the city of Cavite. Find the sample of the participants you will get using the Sloven's formula if you have a 98% confidence level. So, 98% confidence level, ha? So, again, 2 minutes. Teka lang. Okay. Suppose na meron ng sagot. Ang lahat. Let's have Kath, what is the answer? So, mabilis na lang tayo.
Wait lang, nag-cycle pa ako.
Okay. So, tawag ako ng iba. Ninya. Okay. Ninya, what is the answer?
Nagtatype pa ako sa cycle ko. Wait, pwede pa balik dun sa ano? Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, wait. Sino na? Okay lang. Sino yung tapos na? Kahit sino na lang mag-open lang ng mic. Dito naman tayo lahat para matuto.
Ako, tama ba yung akin? Kasi ang sagot ko, 390.
390?
96.
396? May iba pa bang may answer? Guys, we have a 98% confidence level. And there are 36,789 women in the city of Cavite. So, yung iba, ano sagot nyo? Yeah, that is the answer. That is, dapat talaga 2,340.99 and of course, round up natin, that will be 2,341. Guys, nagagets nyo ba o medyo nagugulhan kayo sa part na yun?
Sa akin sa ano lang, sa confidence level.
Ayun.
Yun lang din, confidence level.
Lagi tatandaan, 100% minus 98% is 2% divided by 100. That will be 0.02 in decimal. So, imbis na 0.05, i-multiply nyo sa total population, ang i-multiply nyo is 0.02. Tapos i-square yung 0.02. Okay? Did you guys get it?
Ano,
yung
Mina, pwede pa
sa
ulit yung formula sa sinusulat ko.
The formula is this. Ito, Kath. So, yan.
Yung sa confidence level, ganyan.
No confidence level. Sa confidence
Yung sinabi mo kanina.
level. Wait. Let me type. Confidence level, 100%. 100% difference, 98 or 95, 98 or 95%, then equals to answer either 0.02 slash 0.0, wait, 2 slash 5% divided by 100. So, dito makukuha, this is the formula for getting the error in confidence level. Okay?
Thanks, Mina.
Okay. So, yeah. I suppose na gets nyo na yung Sloven's formula. Alam ko naman na matatalino kayong lahat. Okay, wag na tayo magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Dahil alam ko, gabi na. Okay, frequency distribution table. Wait a second. When we say, wait lang. Okay, when we say frequency distribution table, this is an overview of the pattern of all distinct frequency in some given values. Although kulang to, hindi lang naman agad magsisimula sa frequency distribution table, pero of course dahil material to ni sir, so hindi ko na i-discuss yung mga ano. So baka i-discuss niya bukas. So, okay. You say a frequency distribution table. Again, this is a table that shows all the scores which are listed alongside the number of times each score occurred or the number of frequency of each scores. So, ito, pinaka-importante dito is tama yung frequency nyo. Okay? Frequency. So, this is an example of ungroup data. So, although, let's, differentiate first what is group sa ungroup data. In terms of their differences, ungroup data is naka-group yung data, may class interval. While sa ungroup, naka-list lang yung data or yung scores. Sa classification, the group data is organized into classes. Yun nga, may class interval, may class width, etc. While sa ungroup data, nakaganto lang siya, tulad na nakikita niyo sa screen. Preference, group data is preferred when one is analyzing data, and the ungroup data is only used when collecting data. In terms of accuracy, ungroup data has higher accuracy in getting the mean and the median, while sa ungroup, of course, obviously, less accurate to, but I personally think that ungroup data, mas okay siya sa akin sa mode, sa pagtingin ng mode. Okay. Presentation, ungroup data, naka-frequency table, which makikita natin mamaya. While sa ungroup data, ganito lang siya, list. Okay, group data, nasa-summarize siya kasi naka-organize yung data, so madali siyang i-interpret. While dito sa ungroup data, of course, hindi natin siya masa-summarize kasi hindi naman to naka-organize. Okay, sana. So let's skip this part. Yeah, let's skip this part. Okay, this is the steps in constructing a frequency distribution table. First, we need to hindi ito ang first step para sa akin. Ang first step sa akin is to arrange, the scores from lowest to highest. Para hindi kayo malito kapag titignan nyo na yung frequency ng scores. Okay? So, first step is to arrange the scores from lowest to highest. Then, second step is to find the range. Third is to determine the class width, set up the class limit, set up class boundaries, tally scores, and obtain frequency. Okay, dito, I have formulas. This is a simplified formula, okay? So, sunod-sunod to, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, sunod-sunod to. So, range, basically, this is, kinukuha lang natin, or first, wait lang, know the difference between the highest value to lower value. So, HV is subtracted to lowest value, though. So, that is how to find the range. Class interval, this is a fixed formula. Okay. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Sturge formula. Sturge pa to? O basta Sturge yata yan. Sturge formula. So, either you can use the 3.33 or the 3.322, but I personally advise to use this. 1 plus 3.33 lag, and the class interval is the number of classes. Okay? And mamaya, may example naman. Okay, class width, ito yung size of the class. So, kaya vital na mauna nating hanapin ang range at class interval because ito ang kanyang formula. Class width is equals to range divided by class interval. So, class width again is the size of class. So, this is an example of class interval and this is the class size. Ito. Itong naka-highlight. This is the class size. 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay? Class boundary, this is also a fixed. Kapag lower limit, we need to subtract 0.5. Pag naman higher limit, high boundary, we need to add 0.5. This is a fixed, formula. Class mark, this is the midpoint of all classes. So basically, we need to just add the lower limit and the higher limit divided by 2, but then mamaya may technique dyan. Para hindi na kayo matagalan sa pagsosolve. And then the less than cumulative frequency. So, ito yung aking palatandaan. We need to start with first frequency, then consecutively adding below. So, mamaya. Wait lang. Let me discuss this first. And then the greater than cumulative frequency, we start with the total frequency or total number frequency, then consecutively subtracting each side. Then the proportion, the formula for it is the frequency divided by the n, the total number of frequency, and then the relative frequency is the proportion times 100. Okay, how to get the less than and greater than cumulative frequency. So, guys, lagi nating tatandaan that before be able, to find this CF, less than greater than CF proportion, and relative frequency, we need to be mindful of our frequency, this one. Or, the tally, itong dalawa. Tally and the number of frequency. Kasi kung, dalawa talaga yung score na 10, dalawa talaga siyang times nag-occur, tapos nasulat mo 3, mali ka na sa lahat. Or hindi naman sa lahat, kundi sa mga less than, greater than, cumulative frequency, etc. So, how to get the the less than cumulative frequency? So we need to first put the lower or the first frequency, which is 2. So, and then we need to add diagonally, okay? Let's say 2 plus 8. So this is the frequency, number of frequency, So we need to be able to get the less than cumulative frequency is we need to add 2 plus 8 diagonally. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. 21 plus 1 is 22. 22 plus 2, 24. 24 plus 7 is 31. 31 plus 2 is 33. 33 plus 1 is 34. And lastly, 34 plus 1 is 35. Notice that ang pinakahuli dapat sa less than cumulative frequency is the total number of frequency. Okay? Kapag mali yan, ibig sabihin, mali ka. So, lagi natin tandaan that we need to be mindful talaga sa number of frequency ng each scores. Okay? Kasi kapag mali na to, or may sumobrang isa o kulang ng isa, mali na lahat itong succeeding na ito. Okay? Then, the greater than cumulative frequency, basically, we need to put first the total number of frequency, which is 35. Then, we need to subtract in each side. For example, 35, dito ulit sa frequency, frequency. 35, kung sa less than cumulative frequency, diagonal, sa greater than cumulative frequency, horizontal na siya. Okay, 35 minus 2, 33. 33 minus 8 is 25. 25 minus 6 is 19. 19 minus 5 is 14. 14 minus 1 is 13. 13 minus 2 is 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. And then lastly, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, basically, that's how you get the less than and greater than cumulative frequency. So, guys, nagets nyo ba? So, I need to gets?
Gets.
Bali yung sa negative, less than CF,
Hmm.
i-minus lang siya dun sa given na
No.
frequency.
No, add. Less than cumulative frequency, add diagonally sa kanyang number of frequency. Okay?
Charot,
Again?
greater than pala.
Greater than, yeah. You need to
Minus
subtract in each side, okay? So, hindi tayo magsisimula dito, kundi dito tayo magsisimula. Okay? So, lagi nyung tatandaan yan. So, may keyword naman sa binigay kong file. Yan. Okay? And then, yeah. I guess we need to start having this example. We have 20 minutes. So, okay, lagi natin tandaan that step 1 is to arrange the scores from lowest to highest. So, I'll give you 5 minutes to answer. Kung hindi nyo naman matapos, i-discuss ko naman. So, masusundan nyo pa rin naman. So, again, 5 minutes starts now. Wait lang mag-off lang ako ng mic. Okay, sorry guys. Nakikita naman Sorry. Nakikita nyo na? Guys, are you still here? Wait.
Kita yung Gmeet.
Okay. Okay, sige, sagutan na natin. I assume that all of you are done. Saan na ba? Okay, hindi na ako magtatawag kasi para madali na lang yung ating discussion. Okay, first step. Guys, am I audible? Nakikita nyo ba yung, Tell me,
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Alright. First step is to arrange always the scores from lowest to highest. So, ito na. Naka-arrange na siya. So, para mas madali nating makita. Okay. To be able to get the range, we need to subtract the highest value to the lowest value. So obviously, the highest value for this data is 20. So 20 and the lowest score, the lowest value is obviously 4. So 20 minus 4 is 16. Class interval, we need to use the Sturge formula. So sa Sturge formula, either of the two, it is either 3.3 or 3.322. Okay? So, 1 plus 3.3 log. What is the total frequency of this data? This course? 40. Yeah. 40. So, wait. Calculate ko lang siya 3.3 log 40 is 6.29. 6.29. So, dahil bawal ang decimal sa class interval, obviously, so we will need to make this a whole number. So 6. So 6 is our class interval. Class width is range divided by the class interval. Okay? So 16 divided by 6 is equals to 2.67. So we need to round this up. So that will make the class size 3. So, raise hand nga yung tama ang range, class interval, at class width. Okay. So, good job, guys. Sabi ko sa inyo, matatalino kayo. Madali nyo ito magets eh. Okay. Mind you, guys, if ang sagot nyo, ay mamaya na nga. Yeah. Sabihin ko na nga, if ang sagot nyo ay katulad kay Sir, I personally believe that it is wrong dahil sa frequency. So, kung ang comparison nyo ng frequency or kinopya nyo lang sa materials ni Sir, ibig sabihin, mali ka. Wait lang, titingnan ko kung tinama niya na Teka lang. Okay, hindi niya tinama. So, again. So, alam na natin yung class interval and class width. So, we need to have 6 class interval with a class size of 3. So, we will start with 4. Okay. Class interval. 4. 6. 4, 5, 6. Oh, yun yung class size, Then, 7 to 9. 7 to 9. And then we have 10 to 12. The next is 13 to 15. So, 4 na yung class interval natin, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we need 2 more. The next is 16 to 18. 18, yeah. And then, dahil hanggang 20 lang, yung score, so 19, 20. So, sa pag-i-interval, ng class interval, pwedeng magbawas or kunyari hanggang 19 lang eh. Yung 5 lang eh. So, hanggang 18 lang. So, pwedeng hindi masama yung 1920 kung ang class interval mo ay 5. But then, bawal magdagdag. Kunyari, 1920 lang eh. Diba dapat yung class with 3? No. Bawal magdagdag. So, 1920 is an acceptable answer. Okay? So, raise hand nga sa tama ang class interval nila. Okay nga. Wow. Very good, guys. I'm so proud of you. So, sa tali na tayo. Dito na magkakaalaman kung tama ba talaga. Ang tali at frequency ay isa. Pero hindi ko na itong tali gagawin. So, gagawin na nga natin. Okay, tali is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, frequency for this one is 12. 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, this is 16. 10, 12 is, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is 5. 13 to 15 is 1, 2, 3. 16 to 18 is 1. 1. 19 to 20 is 1, 2, 3. 3. So, let's add nga kung ang total number of frequency nga is 40. So, 12 plus 16 is 28. 28 plus 5, 33. 33 plus 3, 36. 36 plus 4 is 40. So, and okay. N is 40. So, raise hand ulit sa tama. Okay, good job. Now, class boundary, lower limit, magma-minus tayo ng 0.5 and sa higher limit, mag-add tayo ng 0.5. So, basically, this is 3.5 to 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 9.5, 9.5, 12.5, 12.5, 15.5, 15.5, 18.5, and last is 18.5, 20.5. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay, raise hand ulit sa naka-correct. Tama. Good job again. So, I suppose na naanohan nyo nasusundan nyo, okay? Class mark is, we need to add this 2, 6 plus 4 divided by 2. So, 6 plus 4 divided by 2 is 5. So, the technique here is kung ano yung class size nyo or class width nyo, you just need to add sa succeeding. Kung equal yung intervals nila ha, kung equal yung intervals nila or yung class size nila. So, sige, try natin kung talagang totoo yung technique na yon. So, 7 plus 9 is 16. Divided by 2 is 8. So, 5 plus 3 is 8. So, tama. So, 8 plus 3 is 11. Kasi 10 plus 22 is 10 plus 12 is 22, divided 2 is 11. So, 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. And then, hindi na equal yung interval ng ng 19 and 20, 16, 8, etc., etc. So, hindi nagagana yung plus 3 dito kasi kung plus 3 di 20. Hindi naman to ang midpoint ng interval na ito. So, ito na. 19 plus 20 is 39 divided by 2. The answer for it will be 19.5. 19.5. Yeah. Okay? Okay. Raise hand ulit sa tama. Yan. Okay. Very good, guys. Very good. So, CF. Sa CF, we need to add the first total frequency na makita natin. That is 12. So, 12 plus 16 is 28. 28 plus 5. 28 plus 5 is 33. 33 plus 3 is 36. 36 plus 1 is 37. 37 plus 3 is 40. So, diba, kanina nasabi ko, dapat yung last value sa may less than cumulative frequency is the total number of frequency, which is 40. So, ipagpatuloy na natin, ha. Oh, wait. Tama ba kayo? Tama? Tama ang lahat. Good job. Okay. Let's proceed. Sa greater cumulative frequency, again, put first the total number of frequency, which is 40, then subtract in each side horizontal. Okay? 40. Wait lang ah. Hinga lang ako. Okay. 40. Wait lang ha. Okay. Tama naman. 40 minus 12 is 28. Tama ba?
Oh, tama.
Tama. 28 minus 16 is 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 minus 1 is obviously 3. So, tumama ba ang lahat sa katauhan? Okay, good job. La proportion we will just need to divide the frequency to the total number of frequency. Wait lang ha. Okay, tama naman. So, 12 divided by 40 is 0.30. 16 divided by 40 is 0.4. 5 divided by 40 is 0.125. And then, ano ba? Wait. 3 divide 40 is 0.075. 75. Then 1 divide 40 is 0.025. And again, 3 divide 40 is 0.075. So, raise hand ulit. Ang tumama. Okay, good job. So, basically, what in relative frequency, we'll just need to multiply the proportion in 100. Okay? 0.3 times 100 is 30. So this will be 40. This will be 12.5. This will be 7.5. 2.5. And again, 7.5. And we're done. Sino ang tumama? Walang tumama? Oh, okay. Okay, good job. So, nagigets naman, no? So, for us to be able to really okay, for the last one. Bear with me, guys.
Paano ulit yung sa class boundary?
Class boundary. Sa class boundary, lower limit, we need to subtract 0.05. While sa higher limit, we need to add 0.5. Like this one. Sa 4, minus 0.5, 3.5 sa 6. 6 plus 0.5 is 6.5. That is a fixed.
Okay.
Sa class mark, ulit paano? Class mark is we need to add the lower limit and the higher limit divided by 2. 5. Yeah, ganyan. Pero may technique dito, para mas madali, if equal yung intervals nila like this one, 4 hanggang 18, you just need to add Kunyari yung class width. So, 5 plus 3 is 8. Diba? 9 plus 7 is 16. Divide 2 is 8. And etc. etc. Kung equal interval, you can use that technique. But then, kung hindi na equal yung interval, like for instance, you need to, add the lower limit and higher limit and divided by it by 2. So, gets na?
Take.
Gets, sino mo nagtanong? Jane?